Can he hold it in? They go too wide.
This battle for 13th and 14th, they go side by side into the castle.
He's at P2.
What is
War
happening?
Machine's at P1.
Oh, there is
One. Oh, Winter gets the move done. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all the ages. Welcome back to OCE Tier number 3. And we're here for round number 9 for the Mexican Grand Prix. And I just got to invite Bubbles, and I think that's it. Where is he? There he is. Back. Anyway, yes, we are back for round number 9 for the Mexican Grand Prix for Tier excuse me, Tier 3. Unfortunately, grid of 16 tonight, which is, it's not bad, but it's not, it should be way better than this. Alright, so as Frosty comes out on track, we'll have a look at the championship standings. As you can see, Roshan takes the lead of the championship ahead of Zoltan, who's fallen down by the wayside just a little bit in recent weeks, and he'll need to have a good race here tonight. McLaren are on top of the constructors for the first time this season after a strong showing at Canada last week. 1-3 in the sprint and a 1-2 in the race, nearly getting the full 59 points. They ended up getting 57, but what a weekend for McLaren. And as you can see, Alfa ahead of Mercedes, chasing down that Ferrari team, which is only 3 points ahead. And yeah, looking forward to it. Bubbles. How many times do I have to say, do not tell me about the fucking weather? Every time I have to explain this. Oh, god damn it. Now I just lost my train of thought. Anyway, yes. I forgot what I was talking about. Yep, I lost my train of thought. Fortunately, Henchman having some internet issues here tonight. Hopefully... Oh, Frosty! That is a hefty shunt. Somehow still in the session. That was a hefty shunt. Yeah, so anyway, as I was saying, McLaren, big weekend last week. Roshan taking the lead of the championship, easy, getting his first podium of the season. And yeah, looking forward to seeing how they continue their momentum moving forward. Roshan with back-to-back wins, looking to end the first part of the season strongly, as tonight is the final race before our 2-week break due to the real-life Oz GP and the Easter long weekend. And I think a couple of people do need a break from the game, which is, which is understandable. The game does take it out on you. Zoltan gets it up with an 18.392. So Zoltan will be happy to start in pole position. Alright. Birdie has been held by the Ferrari just a little bit. Duck Puncher goes to the top. Well, Duck Puncher coming into the fray here now. And Snippy just obliterates that time with a 17-2. But it is the first runs for the Astons. Easy goes P4 with an 18-6. Frosty's had another nightmare. Let's have a look at Birdie coming across the line. P3. Nonstop goes P2. So Nonstop was on a flyer as well. Just Birdie just caught up to him. Let's have a look. Eva Blade reserving here tonight. Roshan goes into the 16s. A 16.590. Well, well, well. DT goes up into P3 with a 17-2. And Aussie, if you know, if you want to stop seeing the ads, subscribe to the Twitch channel. Or it helps us out, it helps you out to never miss the action. Let's have a look at Mason coming across the line. 17.205. As Bubbles goes up into P9. Where's Meowcat? There he is. Where's Gumbo? There he is. Eva Blade coming across the line. It is P7 with an 18.087. Not too shabby-doo. The next one will be Meow Cat 282. So look, 58.351 in the middle sector. Now coming through this tricky stadium section. Lovely job coming out of the final corner, gets on the power nice and early, coming across the line. It's an 18.7. Where is Gumbo? There he... Oh, that's a shocking final corner. That's not a great final corner from Gumbo. P9 and 18.3. So we're just waiting on Frosty, Harass, and Hansford if he can stay in the lobby. Proving a little bit of a challenge. But Gumbo did split the two Astons on his lap, so not too shabby-doo. So Frosty will be the next one to set a lap time unless he completely bends the car. Yes he does. Yes he does. But we did see last week at Canada, Harass's debut. He knows what he's doing. I think he qualified in the top 10. And you know, he did very well. Got a couple of points in the sprint and he got a podium as well, did young Harass. So it's not all doom and gloom. It's the weather for the race, Harass. That's what race weather is. As Hensman's having some internet issues, I think for the first time ever, well, since he's been in Tier 3. There is some storms about in New South Wales as well, so because I'm getting them as well. So it's probably the reason why a lot of drivers are dipping. $57.4 for Frosty. This is starting to be better from the Red Bull, or for the reserve driver. Doesn't have a full-time gig yet, so I know a team is looking for a second driver. And it goes P2, does young Frosty. As Zoltan goes up into P7. Non-stop is a second up. A 10th up in the first sector. What about the middle sector? Lovely jubbly that was. Let's have a look. 2.5 tenths up. It's still only be good enough for P6. So it's all going to come down in this last sector for non-stop. And non-stop still stays in P6. Improves his time, but stays P6. Let's have a look at easy. Let's have a look. Middle sector time splits. Cars were just getting out of the way. So lovely jubbly. Simply lovely. As one Max Verstappen says. Easy. Crossing the second. This is not an improved. No, it's not. 4 seconds. So, yeah. Easy made a big mistake somewhere. And Birdie starting off his next lap. Zoltan. But to finish off his next one. P7. Improves a lot, but stays in P7. So, non-stop actually needed that lap time to stay ahead of non-stop. Snippy staying out. Oh, non-stop's gone for a spin. He has gone for a spin. And I expect him to come into the pits anyways. DT's out on track as well. Is he down in the first sector? His headsman's now joining Harass out on track. Harass out on track. CP invalidate DT starting his next lap. Let's have a look at Birdie. Birdie's made some mistakes. No, he hasn't. He's got purple middle sector, so that is interesting. Can he gain that 1.4 on Roshan? P3 improves a lot, but goes P3. Roshan looking the odds-on favourite for pole position. Here tonight, Harass starting his first time lap. Let's ride on board with the Alfa Romeo. Drive the lone one until after Japan. Then Alpha can actually have 2 drivers again, which I'm sure the Alpha TP will be excited to hear that. So have a look at the first sector time split. It is 28.7. Could be a little bit better. He did make a mistake at turn 3. Oh, some wheel spin. Double right-handers. Let's have a look. Now the tricky S section. Oh, he just invalidates. He just invalidates. We're 57.2 in the middle. That could have been stars aligning. And Hans retired, so he'll be starting at the back. Harass will be coming into the pits. But we only had enough fuel for 1 lap. I think Easy was out of fuel, so he'll be coming into the pits anyway. Gumbo coming into the pits as well. Where is DT? There he is. And he invalidated as well. But he's actually in P3, so not bad from the wins, lad. Even Blade now, the only driver out on track doing a lap, it seems. No, Bubbles about to start here, so Evil Blade will be the next driver to set a lap. With 4 minutes to go. Just had a black screen in the pits, hoping it comes good for the race. Ah. That is interesting. So if it doesn't fry, I have to retire straight away and have it get penned. But there was, I don't think so. Hey Top, how we doing? How we doing? Frosty for the front row. Well, he's currently there. He is currently there with just under 2.5 to go. But he's half a second away from Roshan. So, let's hope Frosty can have a better race than what he did last week at Canada. DNF in the sprint and a DNF in the race. Not ideal, but it's still a long season. And he's now in a different car in the Red Bull instead of the Alpine tonight. So, just have to wait and see how it goes. 28.6 for Harass. Harass doing a stellar job last week at Canada, scoring his first points of the season. Oh, and Harass this time stays within track limits. It's a 57.4 middle sector, so he lost 2/10. He lost 2/10 on his first time go, so this will be his 1 lap unless he put in enough fuel for another lap. But with a minute to go, I don't know if you have the ERS though. But coming across the line, oh, P2, P2 for the Alfa Romeo driver. Roshan still 4/10s up ahead of him, but Roshan's down in the first sector. This will be the final lap as Meowcat's still into the pits. That he'll be done. Gumbo at the start his next time run. So Roshan, let's have a look at Roshan. Middle sector or the McLaren. I think he turned off his ERS. Yeah, he's turned off his ERS. Yep, he certainly has. Where's Harass? Yep, so he'll be done. Where's Frosty starting off? DT. 10.5 up on his time here, so this could be front row for DT. And that's it. Qualifying start. Meowcat will start in 15th. And now DT across the line. P2. It is P2 for DT. And Roshan is done. Mason is out. Non-stop is 5th. He improves to 5th. Birdie. I think he might have got in or not. He's invalidated. Where's Frosty? There he is. There he is. Where's Snippy? There he is. Coming around the final corner. He's into the pits. Frosty's had a moment. He's not going to start any higher than people. What about Zoltan? 6/10 up. Any higher? P1! It is P1 for the Aston Martin driver. Oh, could that be a change in the guard? And Gumbo's invalidated. Gumbo has invalidated. That's it. Would have been a 17.124. It would have been P8 for Gumbo, but that is it. That is it. Zoltan gets pole position at the absolute death. DT P3. And Harass will start in P4. There we go. There is the grid order. Let me get that. Ooh. Let me get that. Just in case if there is a lobby restart. As well for Frosty to retire. But that is qualifying done for the Mexican Grand Prix. Now we have 36 laps of Mexico. And that is a close gap. Yeah, let me get it again. And Meowcat getting the Drunk Driver Award here tonight. So congratulations to Meowcat. Absolute banter. 2.2 is the gap between Meow and Zoltan with Henchman. Not setting in that time. But my god, it is so close. It is 7/10 between 2nd and 12th. 7/10. And then we got a gap to 13th. But man oh man, here we go. Here we go, and it is raining. It is raining. But you know what, chat? We're going to take a very, very short ad break.
If you want to look as beautiful, sexy, and handsome as this man right here is trying to become a back-to-back overall winner, go to Sully's Shirts today, ladies and gentlemen. Check out our store. It's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. And you can get this.
I've been hit.
Well, that's in Rapid Storm. Anyway, here's the YouTube channel as well. Check out our races. Check it all out. The best, the good, and absolutely everything. And don't forget our Twitch channel as well. It is an absolutely gorgeous Twitch channel. Follow, subscribe, and give us the love. And our partners, of course, Rapid Racing League and Wallaby Racing League.
And welcome to the grid. Absolute what timing that was. As the dog outside is absolutely going ballistic. So let's get all the information up. It is into start. As the dog's still going off his high horse. There we go. Alright. All enters. And it's very, very light rain. The rain might even stop pretty soon. Oh my god, shut up! So, Zoltan ahead of Roshan. That is what Zoltan needs. He needs to finish ahead of Roshan. Only 4 points is... wait, is it 4 or 14? I'm pretty sure it's 14. No, it is 4 points, so if Zoltan were to win and Roshan come in P2, Zoltan will retake the lead. So Zoltan just got to beat Roshan by enough points to either tie or take the lead of this championship. Bubbles, mate. Again. Alright, so Zoltan against Roshan, against DT, against Harass. That's your top 4 as we're waiting on Bubbles to get back into the grid slot. Headsman into his parking spot. He actually gets disqualified. So here we go for 5 red lights for the Mexican Grand Prix, the final race before our 2-week break is about to get underway. And it's lights out, and away we go. Oh my god! Who was that? Harass? Harass gets off the line so well. DT's up in a P2. Zoltan holds the lead. Roshan's down into P7. What a shocking stuff. Harass is up in a P2. They go multiple wide, 4 wide at the backfield, and everybody gets through cleanly. Everybody gets through cleanly. Harass is up in a P2. What a stuff on the Alpha driver. Roshan is down all the way in P8. Bubbles up into P8 now. Roshan P9. Easy's up into P7. Snippy gets Mason. Oh, they go side by side to turn 4. Oh, turn 5. And there's the contact. And Snippy holds firm. Snippy holds firm. It's a 4-5 for Ferrari. DT's right there. Harass is 1.2 behind already. And Zoltan has on the field the car. So, Zoltan might be playing the strategic game of maybe if there's a safety car, can get his fuel back. There's Roshan and Frosty. Bubbles is going for a spin. He's into the fence. Frosty's out. Oh my word! That is a huge crash. It's a safety car. Oh my word, that was a huge crash! I'm not sure what happened between Roshan and Frosty, but Frosty's out. Roshan's got no wing. Ducks into the pits. Same with... So there must have been multiple accidents or multiple cars involved as Bubbles has stayed out. So Bubbles must have not got any damage from that and they're going on to the mediums. Alright then. Alright then. Or is the rain easing up that much? Well, Zoltan's caught up to so the grid's caught up to the safety car. Or have Duck, Birdie, Hench, and Roshan all feel like the rain's going to end pretty soon under this safety car? As Frosty's left it set, he's thrown the Xbox into the Pacific Ocean. Zoltan, Duck, very, very slow. Very slow through this section. Does not want to bin it. Which is, you know, understandable. Oh my god, that dog needs to shut up. There's no one out there. Alright, so winners and losers. So Roshan, the biggest loser, down 13, Birdie down 5, Duck down 1. Biggest winner is actually Meowcat up 6, Evil Blade up 5, Sippy up 4. Duck's had a moment, it looks like. Birdie's now in 12th. So Duck has had a moment. And Birdie's gone through. Bubbles up 3, Easy up 3, Non-Stop and Harass up 2 with Gumbo up 1. So we think Safety Car will be in this slap, but the medium lads have just... Well, Birdie has just caught up to the pack. Duck, Henchman, and Roshan still... Oh, Duck's got no wing. Duck has no wing, so he has binned it somewhere. But I'm expecting Safety Car to be in this slap. Or not. This could be a late call, though. Nah, it's staying. So Duck gets a reprieve here. So let's see what tire Duck goes on. This is going to be probably a big call from him. in terms of the tyre choice. Will he go back to inters or will he stay on dries? And it's another set of mediums. So, well, there's our answer. There's our answer. It is still raining. It's only light rain, but raining nonetheless. The track is still slippery. There we go. Well, T4 had the first dry weather race in about 3 races last night. T3 getting the first rain in a couple of races as well. Or back-to-back rain races, I choose it, because it did rain last week. And in Britain as well. But Birdie, Hand Promotion, Duck, the drivers to watch. Now, it might be my eyes. State the cars in this lap. It might be my eyes, but track looks dry-ish. Yeah, it looks. There is some sort of dry line forming. If you want that to, yeah. So I think Birdie, Henry, Motion, Duck has decided to use his safety car as a jump, as pretty much a free pit stop jump. Zoltan's in! Well, there we go. Zoltan is in. Mason is in. Are we going to see any others? It's Green Flag Racing. And the top 4 have left Evil Blade in the dust. Bubbles up, so the top 7 have not pitted. Zoltan's going on the hards. He's going to go to the end. Mason, easy, mediums. What is Meowcat going on? It's mediums. So Zoltan on the hards. As Gumbo and Bubbles are going at it as well. The track, it is bone dry. This track has dried up so much already. So no few more laps at minimum. It is now bone dry. Oh, here comes DT. Here comes DT. Give us a better camera. There it is. His yellow flag sector 2. I think that is a duck. That is a duck. Yeah. Birdie gonna take the lead of the race here. DT could not make the move stick. And he's in. Some more yellow flags. Duck's probably got another wing down. Non-stop stays out. Bubbles also stays out. Now, there's Harass. There's Zoltan. Where Zoltan's going to come up behind Snippy here. Oh, wow. So, Harass has done the overcut on Zoltan here. Same with D10. So, Zoltan... Well, he's not a net anything. He's a net P... Actually, he's a net P7. And now, Snippy and DT are going side by side. This is bringing in Zoltan into the fight here. Oh, Snippy goes deep. DT go around the outside. Zoltan looking. He needs to stay patient here. Going down the inside of DT. Has he got it? Oh, he's got a bit of traction. Oh, they got a bit of wheel barging. Oh, Zoltan gets DT for P8. Roshan up in the P5, so this is not good news for Zoltan. So Zoltan will need to start doing some moves as soon as possible. And I think Non-Stop and Bubbles are going to come in anyway. Oh, excuse me. As Non-Stop and Bubbles, the final 2 to pit. And DRS is enabled, so Zoltan on the hands. Gonna try and take them as long as he can. Maybe even to the end. I'm not sure if he can. So Zoltan's P6, Roshan up into P3, Henchman P2, Purdy P1. Oh man, what a podium this would be. Harass P4 doing lovely stuff there. Snippy and Zoltan are right there as well, chasing him. DT's right there. There's yellow flags. Oh, Bubbles and Evil Blade have come together. And Meowcat gets non-stop with the use of no DRS, it was just straight line speed. Let's have a look. See, DT's outside of a second. He needs to get back in that 1 second mark. He really needs to. Birdie 7th place, 2.7 the gap between Birdie and Henchman. Roshan 1.7, 1.6 behind Henchy now. And Harass is catching up to P3. But he does have Snippy, Zoltan, and DT right behind him. All of which will have DRS. As Snippy makes the move, which is fair enough. Harass, a lot of battery left compared to Snippy, Zoltan, and DT. Now, this is a fight here for 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. By the end of this race, this could be a fight for 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Because Snippy is dragging Harass, Zoltan, and DT along. It looks like Snippy does have a bit more pace than Harass. At this point in time. With oh, these yellow flags. Oh, it's Evil Blade. Bubbles gets a 3-second time penalty. Snippy with the fast lap. So yes, Snippy does have some pace here. Now, if Harass can break the DRS of Zoltan, which she's done right now, but Zoltan will have DRS on this straight here. If Zoltan does not get DRS, that will be massively beneficial for Harass and Snippy. Because Zoltan is on the hards. He's going to go, or try and take him to the end. It's going to be a tall order. But where's the DRS? There it is, 1.1. I think he's got it. I think, yeah, Zoltan does have DRS. He's just nabbed it. Looks like Harass has got some lower downforce than what Zoltan is running. I think Zoltan's running a little bit too much downforce. He's not quick on the straights. His Roshan is caught up to Henchman. This is a fight for P2. And, well, there it is. Harass with the fastest lap now. And Harass moves up into P4. He'll get DRS on this next straight. Oh! There's contact between Snippy and Harass. And Mason as well has had a moment. And now Harass is 4.3 behind DT, so Zoltan and DT now, they can just fight each other. DT can just use Zoltan bit of DRS also carries. Save up that ERS. And once he's got a bit more saved up, he can certainly make a move on Zoltan and pull away. And Stippy gets a 3-second time penalty. Roshan with the fuzz lap, the 19.7. He has got some pace, that young man. Looking for 3 wins in a row. This is Mexico. We're at Mexico. It should be on the stream title. I'm pretty sure it's on the stream title. Yeah, round 9 Mexico. And DT does get ahead of Zoltan. So, this is what DT wants, just to pull away. Can he pull that second gap on to Zoltan? Can DT get his second podium of the season, and that way I can actually interview him? Unlike what happened at Britain. And Harris having an almighty train behind from 6th down to 11th. Mason gets a time penalty. A bit of DRS training forming, which is to be expected, and it looks like Harass, or not, Easy does get DRS, but it looks like Harass does have a bit of a gap to not be threatened by Easy at the end of the straight. But it looks like Mason's going to send one on the inside. Oh my word! Luckily, Easy spot that. But Easy is now did not get the exit that he wanted. Mason's going to look for the move. Oh, there's contact! Bubbles 3-second time penalty, and Mason around the outside gets the move done. And now Stippy's now looking for a move on to Easy. And Harris has gapped Mason here. Mason will not have DRS here. He does not. He's got a flags. Oh, it's Gumbo. He's crashed at the same spot as he did last night. And Mason did not get DRS. But the straight's not long enough. The straight wasn't long enough. And look at Mason will get DRS on this main straight here. Yes, he does. And now Snippy's going to make the move onto Easy. Easy's fallen down by the wayside here after that scrap with Mason. Magic Man, thank you for the follow. Much appreciate you. Welcome to OCE. We got a Meow Cat fan in the chat. Let's go. Gumbo got on the hards, going to go to the end. I think the hards can go to the end now. And Jack, you know it's hot outside when you go outside and it's hot. Well, yeah, it's the way it works. And Easy's outside DRS. Oh no, he must have just clipped it by the skin of his teeth here. DT, 10 seconds behind Henchi now. And he's just dragging Zoltan nicely. Zoltan not making any moves. Yeah, I desperately need a drink. Hopefully, if there's a virtual or a safety car, I'll get one then. And well, Zoltan's got the move on DT. So now what DT might want to do is just sit back, stay within DRS, and just build up that ERS again. And I'm pretty sure Zoltan's got his fuel back, so he doesn't need any fuel saving. Easy must have just got DRS by the skin of his teeth again. So with Zoltan and DT DRSing each other, they've pulled away from Harass by another second or so. Not really, Abyss. Not really. They all pitted under the safety car when it was raining, so they'll be boxing pretty soon. Zoltan is 9.9 now and catching their henchmen. So Zoltan's hearts are starting to be the tie of choice now compared to the front three. And Non-Stop has got Easy Reaper. Yeah, we had rain at the start. Then a safety car with a massive crash between Frosty and Roshan. Yeah. I think the only hard runner that will go to the end is Gumbo, but he might want a safety car at some point towards the end of the race. Because cars ahead a couple of cars ahead do have penalties, so he might gain a couple more positions. Oh, there's yellow flag. I think it's... No, it was Evil. Evil Blades has another moment. And Roshan has caught up to Birdie as well. But Roshan does have that 3-second time penalty next to his name. As Blades just going slowly. And Mason does get snippy. 4.5 is the gap, so maybe Harass just might want to just use Mason as a bit of a DRS. Horse and Carriage is more your flags. It's Evil Blade. We got out in front, or between Henchman and Zoltan at least, over 10 seconds again. 21 to go. Roshan looking for... Oh, that could be a warning for Roshan. So he won't be able to get rid of that 3-second time penalty. But he will be looking for the move here. As we head towards turn 1. One of the longest straights. Towards turn 1 on the calendar, and Roshan, Birdie going side by side. Roshan looking for the switchback of dreams, and he could not get it. He just could not get it. Birdie holds firm. But will Roshan send on inside? No. He holds back. He holds back. And now, Mason and DT, 3 points, so it's under 4 seconds now. So, Harass doing the smart thing here, just let Mason go through. He does have a time penalty. And Harass is on a lap younger mediums than what Mason is. So, yeah. Yeah, we'll start with wets. Well, inters, and now we're on the dries. Bubbles gets another time penalty. Only the one safety car yet. Oh, Bubbles has had a moment. It's a virtual safety car. Now the front three have all missed the pits. The front three have all missed the pits. DT's boxing. Mason is in harassing, staying out. Snippy's boxing under the virtual safety car. So no full course safety car, but a virtual safety car. So Mason's coming out on first set of mediums, Snippy, hard, DT on the hards. That's interesting. I thought maybe the mediums would go to the end now. Meow and Bubbles are going on to hards. If only it was a full course safety car. Now it's green flag racing. Now Zoltan also missed the pits. He didn't box. Now we got half race distance to go. Harassed, he's got a gap between himself and Easy, so that will help him out. But Birdie and Roshan swapping positions. So Roshan gets the lead, but Birdie is fighting back. Oh. That could have been a warning. I think that was a clip that Birdie was making. And now Non-Stop going to make the move onto Easy. No. No. He holds back. There's more yellow flags. I think that could be a Bubbles. It is. It is a Bubbles. And Bubbles has had another mistake. So no full course safety car yet. Or a second one, I should say. And Bubbles has retired in the pits. And Birdie's boxed. Birdie has boxed for another set of mediums to go to the end. So Birdie will be quick. He will be quick. But what of Roshan and Henchman? Roshan Henchman. What say them? Are they gonna try and take him to soft territory? I mean, you might have to start thinking boxing pretty soon. So the gap to leader. Oh, Roshan spun! Roshan has spun! Is that a puncture? And Roshan's still spinning! Is that a puncture? It doesn't look like a puncture. But oh my word! Well, that answers Roshan's. He's boxing right now. What's Henry? He's staying out. Yep. So there goes Roshan. He's boxing for a new set of mediums, of course. Oh, excuse me. Oh, McLaren are double stacking. DT with the fastest lap on the hards, by the way. And DT's now ahead of Roshan. This could be huge in the context of this race. Mason now gets ahead. And that is for net position as well with that time penalty. So Mason, Roshan, Snippy, all with 3 seconds are for net position. So when does Henchman want to pit? When does Non-Stop want to pit? Because he's got to start thinking about a pit stop as well. But he might take him to the softs. With about 10 to go. And Henchman stays out for another lap. And Birdie did get ahead of Non-Stop here. Roshan now gets another time penalty. Oh dear, it's all gone downhill for Roshan. So there's the gaps as it stands. But Zoltan, those hards will be more durable than Henchman's 20-lap-old mediums right now. And it won't be a shock to see Zoltan close that gap even more. Oh, who doesn't want a safety car now? Birdie might not want a safety car. DT. I'll tell you the jobs who want one is Non-Stop, harass Zoltan and Henchman. If another virtual safety car does come out. Oh boy. They will be the biggest winners. And Henchman's now boxing. He's not risking anymore. And Zoltan obviously staying out. So, with 14 to go, Zoltan's on 18-lap-old hards. Harash is on 17-lap-old mediums. He's got to start thinking about a pit stop pretty soon as well. Roshan with the fastest lap. And can Henchman stay ahead? He cannot. So Henchman is also now ahead of Roshan. Oh, wow. Roshan, this second part of the race, there's yellow flags. Oh, there goes... Oh, even blades into the fence. And that is obviously huge car damage. No safety car. And there's... Oh, DT's gone for a spin! DT's now gone for a spin! And Zoltan comes into the pits. And Harass now comes in. Non-Stop also comes in. So, it is now mediums. Harass is going on soft. Stuck punch a 3-second time penalty. Let's have a look. Now let's have a look at this battle here. The second, third, and fourth. So, I think that was Evil Blade. Yeah, Evil Blade having a nightmare. I think Evil Blade just letting cards go through. Zoltan gets snippy. Just. More yellow flags. Zoltan's 15 seconds behind Birdie here. On the fresher set of mediums. Oh, easy! It's just a spin. Henchman with the fastest lap of the race so far. Here are the intervals. And these three just using each other's DRS. They want to pull away from Zoltan as much as they can. I thought Zoltan was on the wheel. Well, never mind. But that is unfortunate for Zoltan if his controller did die and his AI went into the pits. But, you know, it could be a blessing in disguise. Fresh ascent immediate, he can now push to the end. As Roshan, I think he might have clipped Mason there. And now Roshan's trying to get a move on here. He needs to gap the cars in around him another 3, even 6 seconds as well. And look, Sultan's cleared Snippy, Yellow Flag Sector 1. I think that's just Eva Blade. Harassed with the fastest lap. But he's still fair way behind DT here with the DRS. We have 11 to go. Jiffle, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Welcome to OCE. Happy to have you here. Hopefully you're having a fantastic Friday night, morning, or afternoon, wherever you may be in the world. Welcome to T3 Lad. And as the clouds are starting to come back. Even Blade in the middle of the track, which is unfortunate. But also while we wait, well actually no, we'll wait just a moment. Roshan looking for a move on to the Hanchy here. And this could be a simple move here. With DRS, he might want to get it done before anything comes out, and he's got it. He has got the move done. So Roshan up in the P2, but he does have 6 seconds of penalties. Mason with 3, Snippy with 6 as well, and Duck Puncher with 3. Duck Puncher really needs a safety car to help him out here. So, while we on board with the Roshan Henchy battle, let's do some promotional work, ladies and gentlemen, shall we? Do not forget Tier 2 tomorrow night with Kahoot in the comms box for Tier 2 Mexico. Gonna be an interesting race. That is for sure. Tier 2 absolutely closer than a packet of chips. And then don't forget Tier 1 on Sunday at 6:30. With myself in the commentary box and maybe someone else as well if anybody wants to step in the comms box with me for Tier 1 on Sunday. And do not forget our partners over at Wallaby, they have no race this week and they're on their 3-week break. And Rapid on Monday, they're at Spain, I do believe. The final race before their 2-week break as well. So no Wallaby race this week, but Rapid will have their Div 4, Div 2 on Monday, Div 1 on Tuesday, and Div 3 on Wednesday of next week at Spain. So tune in to those 4 streams over at Rapid on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, this is the final race before our 2-week break for the Real Life Oz GP and the Easter long weekend. Our next race will be at Japan, and last season of Japan, oh my god, what a race that was. What a race. If you have not seen that race at Japan from Tier 3 last season, go to our YouTube channel and watch it. That was one heck of a race. And the race is so close to DRS. He is so close to DRS. And I still cannot get DRS as Zoltan now. Yes, he has flown up to Mason. And Zoltan's up into P4. And it looks like... Yeah, Zoltan's within 6 seconds of Roshan here. So Zoltan gets ahead of Roshan here. But I think Roshan might still lead the driver's standing heading into our week break. No safety car, lap 29 of 36. And Roshan's got another time penalty. Well, there we go. Now, what does DT want to do here? Does he want to let Harass go through? Eva Blade is out. Is that a safety car? Oh my word. Oh my word. Well, there we go. It's a safety car. This has wrecked Roshan now. This is a big boy safety car. Oh my word. Now it looks like Duck will have enough of a gap to Birdie to keep his... But there's... Who... Did it... Surely the top 6 all come in. Top 7 all come in. For those soft tyres. I tell you, if I'm Duck, I'm staying out just in case, because Birdie's now catching up. Duck... Oh, Duck is praying Birdie stays out. Comes in, sorry. He's praying that Birdie comes into the pits. Because Birdie was catching up. Birdie's staying out! Oh no! And now Duck's a lap down! Roshan! He's... Oh no! Oh no! Duck is now been lapped! And DT's on a set of mediums. He must not have had any fresh set of softs left. And the top 4 all stayed out. The top 4 all stayed out. Now, this is interesting. I think Bert is trying to let Duck go through. You might want to ping Goffy, Abyss. You might want to ping Goffy. And yet, he's not letting him through yet. And now he has... Now Duck, he will need to put the pedal to the metal here and fly. Meowcat's still far way back, so he might have a chance here. So the top 4 on mediums, DT also on mediums, but he does not have a penalty, so that is huge. So let's just have a look at the penalty situation. So Roshan has 9, Mason has 6, Snippy has 6, Nonstop has a drive-through, Gumbo 3, and Duck with 3 as well. Oh, excuse me. So the race for the end will be Birdie, Henchman, Zoltan, DT, and Harass is your top 5. No, because Meowcat's still a fair way back. Oh, next lap. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, next lap. It could stay out another lap. That means no DRS for the final lap. And tell you, whoever's running low downforce will have a massive advantage on the straights here. So Easy will catch. So Nonstop will have to serve his drive-through very quickly. He will want to technically come in ASAP. So the top 10 have all caught up. We're adding Gumbo, Meow, and Duck. It's going to be very, very tight for Duck because he could gain a couple of positions, especially Snippy, Mason, and Roshan as well, because tell you what, Zoltan's going to be eaten up by Mason on those softs. I know track position is everything. Gumbo has caught up. Meowcat will catch up. So Duck, he might just catch up. And well, safety car's in this lap. So I don't think Duck can catch up. Meowcat can. Yep, so Meowcat has caught up, but Duck still hasn't yet. He might just catch up just in the nick of time. And here we go. There goes Birdie. It is now green flag racing. Here we go for the final 3 laps. Nonstop's into the pits to do his drive-through, which is smart. Mason now looking for a move. Onto Zoltan. There's contact. Oh my word. And now DT's into this fight here. Mason, will he send it? No, not but Snippy will on DT. Oh, there's contact. There's a little bit of contact. And Easy's falling down by the wayside here. And Snippy is ahead of DT. Let's go back with the Mason Zoltan back, because this could be huge in the context of this race. Roshan looking for a move. Nothing doing there. We might get 1 lap of DRS. 1 lap of DRS for the end. Nonstop is out. Ferrari are in the mud. Ferrari are in the mud. Non-stop is out. Now, what does Mason want to do? Is he going to get the move done? Here comes Snippy as well. Oh, Mason's gone off track. And Harass gets him as well. So now, Snippy, Zoltan has no ERS to play with. There'll be one lap of DRS, which will be on the towards the final sector. As Roshan does get the lead of the race, but gaps to leader. 9 seconds of penalties he's got. He could fall way back down the order. We're in for a very, very close finish. That safety car's brought the whole field back together. DRS is enabled, but it's only going to be useful for the back straight. Here we go. Here comes Snippy on Zoltan. Oh my word. Oh, Zoltan's had a moment. Zoltan. Oh, there's a crash. There's a huge crash. That is a huge moment of this race. Zoltan is now in P6. And it looks like Zoltan's had another moment. Oh, Zoltan is falling by the wayside here. It's going to be... Who's actually going to win this race? Oh, Snippy's around. Henchman's got a penalty. Oh, my word. What is going on? What is going on? I think Bernie's going to win this race. But what the hell's the podium going to be? Bernie wins. It's Bernie, Easy, Zoltan, 1, 2, 3, Henchman P4, Meowcat P5. Roshan P6, Mason P7, Gummer P8, Duck P9. Oh my word! What an ending! What a way to end the first part of the season! Oh my word! Oh my god! Oh, Rashid's got his first one as a TP! Oh wow! Oh wow! Forget everything! Warmish's got his first win as a TP! Oh! Oh, he's not gonna let... He's gonna be talking about this for years to come. Oh my word. A 10th and a bit between Zoltan and Henchman. Oh my word. Zoltan would... I think he'll take the lead of the championship. DT gets a point in the end. Harass P11, Snippy P12, Non-Stop, Evil Blade, Bubbles, and Frosty are DNFers. Oh my word. And everybody's in. Well, we're going to start off with P3 and Zoltan. And that was an interesting final few laps from your perspective. Tell us about it.
you try to race cleanly. People expect to get more room when they put themselves in a shitty spot. So I lost like 3 positions. Luckily, I was able to get back them from pens, but you know, I lost P2 because Rico was able to go through. And congrats to him for getting the podium. But yeah, so some people actually drove cleanly.
Yeah, it was certainly an interesting ending from my perspective. You take, I'm pretty sure if my math is correct, you take the lead, or you retake the lead in the drivers heading into the break. You must feel like, alright, I've got the lead now, job's only half done, got 2 weeks to rest up, and now you can have a push at Japan. Is that what you're thinking right now?
No, I'm actually wishing there wasn't a break. You know, last season, after the break, I kind of just lost my pace. So, hopefully I can keep it.
Well,
but yeah, that's good to get the lead back, I guess.
Well, Japan is the next race, and we all know what happened in Japan last season. What are your thoughts on that track?
It's a good track if people are clean. You know, that's what it comes down to, whether or not people realize that they've put themselves in a bad position for an overtake, and whether or not they back out or just push through you. So we'll see what happens when we get there, I guess.
Well, GG's on well-deserved podium, and enjoy the 2 weeks off, my friend. Enjoy the 2 weeks off. We move on to P2, man. Well, easy. It's back-to-back P2s for you, my G. Tell us about that from your perspective, especially the final 2 laps after the safety car restart.
Yeah, look, I was a bit worried. My tyres were quite old. Congrats to Zoltan. So, Zoltan, I wanted to almost give the position back to you when I saw you lose traction where you did, mate. You raced a killer race, same as you, Birdie. But yeah, look, I wanted to, you know, starting in P10, I think I started, and I didn't think I was going to go very well, and then obviously that late safety car is what put me back into it. Put on an old set of softs which had done a double lap in quali, so they were a little bit slippery as it was, and I was just fortunate on that last lap. We had I don't know what happened between DT3 and Harass. Whoever if they're watching the stream, they should check out my stream because it's all on my stream for sure. But yeah, I saw that happen, and sorry, Dolphins just scored. I saw that happen, and I was, I thought, I might be on for something here, and then Snippy spun out, and Zoltan lost his traction. So a lot happened in that last lap for me to get to where I was. So it definitely wasn't from my driving tonight why I'm there. But I mean, stayed penalty free, which was great. Unlucky for Roshan, who obviously picked up 9 seconds of pens, and unlucky for Hench, who got a pen on the last lap. So, like I said, a lot happened on the last lap, or the last couple of laps, that got me to where I am. But nonetheless, still a P2. Like you said, back-to-back PT, so it's P2, so I'm pretty happy there.
And now, 2 weeks off. I'm sure you're looking forward to that. Get a refresher.
Yeah, mate.
Get
married in the next couple of weeks. So, yeah, definitely couldn't happen at a better time.
Japan is the next track. What are your thoughts on that track?
I love Japan. Absolutely love Japan. It hasn't gone well for me in league racing, but in the socials that we put together, a few times a week, that is one of my favorite tracks. I absolutely love it. I think it's fantastic. Fantastic racing track, and it's good for it's not a great overtaking track, but if you can get an overtake, man, it looks spectacular. So looking forward to see some of the battles. I'm looking forward to Battle Zoltan, because him and I have some pretty good ones in socials on there. So yeah, looking forward to that one for sure.
Well, GG on a well-deserved P2, lad. Enjoy the 2 weeks off, and hopefully we'll see you back on the podium and Japan. We'll move on to the race winner. Well, it's been a long time coming, but Birdie on the top step of the podium. How was that from your perspective?
Oh, it's definitely not what I expected at all. It was just all down to the strategy, really, pitting onto the dries of the early safety car. And it was just, the pace was quite strong to hold it. I was a bit scared at the end of safety car that Sultan and Hench would have that pace, but I saw an incident at the back, and I think that just held them up. And that was all I needed to hold P1, and I'm absolutely delighted to be in this spot at the moment.
And now War Machine absolutely gonna shout you out with the Zinger box, hopefully. I don't know where that puts you in the standings. It might put you top 10. 2 weeks off now.
Absolutely.
What are your goals for the second part of the season?
Yeah, I just want to get that bigger push to the front, guys, and just gain a bit of points. As I didn't expect me to be anywhere close to this spot after the race ban, but yeah, I've just worked on myself, and it's been great recently. So.
And Japan is
awesome birdie.
Japan is the next race. What do you feel like? How do you feel about that track?
Terrible, absolutely terrible. It's the worst track in this game, in my opinion. I'm tempted not to race it just because it's Japan, but honestly, it's awful. So I'm glad I got a win here.
Well, you never know. You never know with Japan. Safety cars. It's safety car central over at Japan, so you just never know. It could be some weather about. But GG's on a well-deserved race win. It's been a long time coming. So GG's.
Yes.
Happy. I'm pretty sure it's your first win of the season, so I'm glad I get to call your first win of the season. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it.
Congrats to the other guys as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are done and dusted here for another race. As I said to the lads, we're on a 2-week break now due to the real life OzGP and the Easter long weekend, because a few people are going away at Easter, so we feel like, it's a good time to have a break as well. And the OzGP, everybody's going to go to that. You might even see yours truly down there. We just have to wait and see. But ladies and gentlemen, we are done. Do not forget, tomorrow night Tier 2 with Kahoot in the comms box. Tier 1 on Sunday with myself and maybe a special guest in the comms box as well. There's no race over at Wallaby because they're on their 3-week break now. And Rapid on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they have their last race before they're on break as well. They're at Spain. Tune in on Rapid for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for Div 4, Div 2, Div 1 and Div 3. Until next time, it is a goodbye. And T3 will see you in 3 weeks' time at Japan.
If you want to look as beautiful, sexy, and handsome as this man right here is trying to become a back-to-back overall winner, go to Sully's Shirts today, ladies and gentlemen. Check out our store. It's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. And you can get this.
I've been hit.
Well, that's in Rapid Swap. Anyway, here's the YouTube channel as well. Check out our races. Check it all out. The best, the good, and absolutely everything. And don't forget our Twitch channel as well. It is an absolutely gorgeous Twitch channel. Follow, subscribe, and give us the love. And our partners, of course, Rapid Racing League and Wallaby Racing League.